It kind of started yesterday. Like yesterday I just woke up and I was really depressed, but I don't know why.
The recent revelations are nothing new.
I'm just an okay player that was able to play okay. I'm so sad right now.
Naomi Osaka has been open about her struggles.
I feel for Naomi. I feel like I wish I could give her a hug because I know what it's like.
Anyone that knows me knows I'm introverted, and anyone that has seen me at the tournaments will notice that I'm often wearing headphones, as that helps dull my social anxiety. I get really nervous and find it stressful to always try to engage and give the best answers I can.
In an Instagram post, she laid it out for everyone.
The 23-year-old revealing she's, quote, suffered long bouts of depression since the US Open in 2018, and I have a really hard time coping with that.
And yet, even with her being so honest, media, predominantly the old guard of white males like Piers Morgan, were none too pleased and responded viciously. It all started when Osaka, the second-ranked player in the world, announced she would not partake in press conferences. She cited her mental health and told the world she has suffered because of it in the past.
The press at these tournaments, and this is not the first time that this has been said, certainly by women athletes in particular, that there is a tremendous amount of pressure that's put on these players by the media themselves, particularly in France.
In effect, she was fined $15,000 for skipping her mandatory press conference. All 4 Grand Slams, including the clay courts of Roland Garros, touted the potential for a suspension and sanctions levied against her just because she would not take questions.
I'm much more interested in the tennis than how she feels afterwards. I mean, it's really stunning. It's almost like they want it. This is what it felt like to me reading this letter from the 4 tournaments, that they're putting a line in the sand and saying, not only will we not accept this from Naomi Osaka, we're not going to accept this from anybody.
So Osaka responded. She withdrew from the French Open, citing reasons we played above in this clip. As the Post wrote, it was a dramatic exit. I think now the best thing for the tournament, the other players, and my well-being is that I withdraw so that everyone can get back to focusing on the tennis going on in Paris, she said. This is Gilles Moretin. He is the French Tennis Federation president. After Osaka's decision, Moretin, in pure hypocritical fashion, held a presser, read out a statement in French, then read out the same statement in English, called Naomi Osaka's withdrawal unfortunate, then left without taking a single question from the press. Seeing Moretin of the French Tennis Federation calling a presser, reading a statement, but refusing to take any questions, ironic doesn't quite cover it, wrote Joe Malloy in a spot-on post. Naomi Osaka said she had written to tournament officials privately to apologize for the distraction she had created and had offered to speak with them after the tourney about potentially changing rules requiring players to engage with the media that she described as outdated. Before returning to the tour, she said, she would discuss with tournament officials ways they could make things better for the players. The schedule is virtually year-round and non-stop. The travel can be isolating. The results are never based on a teammate's play or a coach's decision, but on a single person's effectiveness on a given day or over 2 weeks. Professional tennis is almost designed to foster mental health issues. Dismiss them at your own peril, wrote the Post. Interactions with the media shouldn't drive elite athletes from the best competitions. Interactions with the media should help enhance the competitions by showing how those athletes became elite. It's a journey, and understanding it can deepen the feeling a fan has for the performer. Data even has shown that as many as 35% of elite athletes have suffered from a mental health crises, such as stress, eating disorders, burnout, depression, or anxiety, according to Athletes for Hope, a group that seeks to engage athletes in charitable causes. As we close, some thoughts from Matt Haig, who wrote this. Think of how the media treats women who speak about their mental health. From Naomi Osaka to Meghan Markle, from Princess Diana to Amy Winehouse, from reality TV stars to royalty, the women change. The will to humiliate doesn't. It is deeply rotten, outdated, and needing change.